Hi there, I'm Marie. Today I want to show you how to grow sunflower microgreens in soil like this or in just plain water, aka hydroponic. Let's go inside and get started. Sunflower microgreens are high in protein, rich in vitamins, and also a great source of fiber. At the end of the video, I'll show you different ways to use them in your recipes. We'll start with these black oil sunflower seeds. You may use other varieties if you prefer. Growing them in soil is quite straightforward, so I'll go through it quickly. I'll show more details of the hydroponic method. Let's start with the soil first. Use any shallow pot that has holes for drainage. Fill it with potting soil to about 1 inch below the rim. Sprinkle some seeds across the top, making sure they don't overlap. You don't need to pre-soak them. Cover with ½ inch of soil. Next, saturate the soil with water. For the first 4 days, keep them indoors in a spot with good air circulation. Water them at least once a day. At about day 4, their sprouts will pop up. From this point on, you need to expose them to light so photosynthesis can begin. I just put mine next to a window where they get about 6 hours of indirect light a day. They grow quickly in soil. At day 8, they are ready to harvest. The disadvantage of this method is that the soil tends to cling on to your microgreens. That risks contamination and makes cleaning challenging. I rinse them with hydrogen peroxide solution when I clean them. Personally, I prefer the hydroponic method because it's clean and I don't have to buy soil. We begin the hydroponic method by soaking 100 grams of seeds for 8 hours. After soaking, we'll rinse them. You need a strainer and a pan for this step. Sunflower seeds are larger compared to other sprouting seeds, so they're prone to mold. To reduce that risk, I delay putting them on the growing tray for the first 3 days. This way, I can rinse them twice a day to keep them fresh. Each time they are rinsed and hydrated, drain well and then cover with a breathable cloth during resting. You want to block them from light for the first 5 days. That's called the blackout period. Without light, sprouts grow quicker and stretch longer. So, this is the end of day 2. Their little root tails are already emerging. Repeat the rinsing and draining sequence to keep them hydrated and fresh. This is the end of day 3. Their roots are much longer. It's time to transfer them to the growing tray before they start tangling with one another. Rinse them well one last time. Be gentle when you spread them out so the roots don't break. By the way, once they're sprouting healthily like this, the risk of mold is basically gone. Continue to block them from light. I'm using a tray for the cover. This is the end of day 4. They look healthy and promising. To keep them hydrated, spray water on top twice a day. When growing microgreens, we normally put weight on the seeds, forcing them to root deeper and grow stronger. However, sunflower seeds develop a large root structure early on. I've used weight on them before and it didn't seem to make any difference in their growth. So these days, I skip this step. But you can experiment with weight and decide for yourself whether it helps. Moving on to day 5. They grew quite a bit from yesterday. Let's look at them close up. These are called cotyledons. They are embryo of the seeds and are not true leaves. I'll show you what true leaves look like after they develop later. Let's look underneath. Now that there's a root system below, we can start the bottom watering and also expose them to light. Just place them next to a window where they can get 6 hours of indirect daylight. If you don't have enough daylight for yours, you can use artificial light instead. Make sure they get at least 6 hours of light per each 24-hour period. Fill the bottom tray with water daily. By the way, sunflower seeds contain lots of nutrients, so there's no need to use fertilizer. After exposing to light, their color will gradually change from yellow to green. Let's see the growing sequence. This is day 6. Day 7, day 8, and day 9. As you see, the shells fall off naturally as they mature. They are ready to be harvested anytime between 8 and 10 days. Here are samples from different stages of growth. On the left is at day 9, and on the right is day 10. See the small pair of leaves in the center here? These are true leaves appearing. It's better to harvest them while they are still tender before their true leaves emerge. To harvest, cut as close to the roots as possible. Oh, I almost forgot. Let me show you what the roots look like underneath. They're huge. Store your microgreens inside an airtight bag and they'll stay fresh in a refrigerator for up to 10 days. Rinse before using them in your recipes. There will always be a few seeds that germinate at a slower rate, so don't throw this away yet. You get a little more harvest in a few days. Before I go, I'll show you my favorite ways to use these microgreens. They taste great in salads or as a garnish for other dishes. They are delicious when branched in soup. You may also saute them with garlic and spices. Enjoy! Thank you for watching. Bye for now.